Dear future hit piece authors, hey, it's Prince of Queens, and it's come to my attention that absolutely zero YouTube content creators are safe from having a hit piece written about them, or even a full-blown smear campaign consisting of a gigantic news and blogosphere campaign organized to defame their character as an individual. It's happened numerous times to content creators I greatly admire like Sargon of Akkad, and people I am not in political alignment with like Paul Joseph Watson and Rebel Media. They'll also do it to opinionated young people who are just starting to get their voices heard if they don't match the far left narrative like Blair White and Theron Meyer. And they've even done it to friends of mine like Miss Misa and Irate Bear, blatantly mischaracterizing them as if they hadn't even really watched their videos at all. And so, I figured that since I'm at about 7,600 subscribers, which is by no means all that big of a channel in YouTube land, I should prepare for the future. That said, if somebody wants to write a smear piece about me, I want to make it abundantly clear that I know what you'll come up with, because it won't be valid or honest, and I sincerely doubt that it will work and it will get a whole bunch of people to hate me. I know how you fuckers think from years of dealing with people who were willing to lie about me. How do I know about these fuckers? Because I had been dealing with regressive leftist fourth wave intersectional feminist social justice warriors for years before I ever even considered making my YouTube channel. So I have learned the rules of engaging with these assholes perfectly well. Now, I have generally abided by those rules in my videos in terms of not offending people too much, because I started my channel with the very specific intention of actually helping to convert individuals struggling with the toxic social justice warrior mentality and help them find their way out of it. I wanted to find the fence sitters and help pull them away from the dark side, but I knew they were scared, and that I had to do everything in my power to reassure them that I wasn't some evil right-wing bigot. But of course, some people still say that I am one, and if they write a hit piece about me and my channel, here's what it will probably sound like. First things first, they'll call me an angry gay male and compare me to Milo Yiannopoulos. They'll probably say I'm self-hating too. They'll probably add extra insult to this, and they'll say that I'm a cheap knockoff of Milo or something. This dehumanizes me to the audience because to them, I only exist in theory. And instead of even beginning to describe what I am actually like, they basically say that I am a mere shadow of somebody that they have already been informed that they are officially supposed to hate. Next, they'll probably talk about the things that I criticize, overblowing my stance to make me sound extreme, getting rid of the nuance of what I'm actually saying. They'll probably use quotes to list some of my video titles, similar to the way that Hillary Clinton read some of the Breitbart headlines that Milo had written in that one speech she gave about him. I don't remember what she was talking about. They'll say that I am transphobic because I talk about trans trenders. They'll say I am a misogynist because I have spent so much time criticizing feminism. They'll say I'm biphobic because I have made 2 different videos where I made fun of a certain variety of bisexual people. They might call me Islamophobic because I have made a few videos where I criticize the way the left partakes in the conversation about Islam, and they'll probably find a way to tack on calling me a racist, or at least not so subtly implying it by saying that I am extremely concerned with telling people of color how to feel about their experiences, or some dumb shit. That will all be in just the first paragraph or 2, which is all you are supposed to really read with these articles anyway. However, if I'm lucky, they'll probably go into some completely phony psychological breakdown of how they think I grew to hate myself and the communities which fight for my rights, like intersectional feminists, who obviously have nothing but kindness and protection to offer me as a gay guy. They might even dig really deep into my videos and hear that my sisters and mother considered themselves feminists when I was growing up. And even though I always got along with them in relation to the subject and thought prior to about 2 years ago that feminism was a noble cause, they'll try and say that I have admitted myself to having a feminist mother, which clearly means I have mommy issues or something. Finally, the thesis will be that although I do not actually advocate for any conservative positions, besides that, I think hate speech is perfectly acceptable due to my use of words like cuck and cunt, and the fact that I have defended people like Milo and PewDiePie. They'll say I want to divide the queer community into a segregated version of reality where men don't mix with women, which is kind of what it's like now, because most gay guys I know don't actually want to be around intersectional feminists, so they mostly just hang out by themselves. Anyhow, they'll paint me out to be a bitter, aging queen who obviously has too much free time on my hands and feels that the queer community must be in bad shape, not because feminists have taken over absolutely everything and hold it hostage, but because I just had some bad experiences with a few bad apple radical feminists who nobody takes seriously anyway. I mean, what's my problem? There's just a few of them. Nobody, says that gay men are even more misogynistic than straight men often. Like, it's not like you can find people saying that all the time. What is wrong with me? Basically, they'll try to say that compared to other YouTube personalities who talk about the subjects that I talk about, I am actually relatively tame. But of course, I'm mostly really just boring and not even really worth looking into. That is what they will say about me, I reckon. So if it happens, well, I called it. Though if they say something completely crazy like that I am a conservative who was threatening to rape people's kittens or something, I would not be completely surprised either. Considering they accused Sargon of sending a rape threat in an article when he said in a tweet, "I wouldn't even rape you," they will try anything. Though, of course, that was just what they said when they thought that they were winning, and now they kinda know they are losing, I think. Drop me a comment. Cross your fingers that these idiots are dumb enough to try to write a hit piece about me, because I honestly would kind of welcome the exposure. And other YouTubers, you can totally steal my idea and write a video like this about yourselves. And of course, stay tuned.